It's been almost a month since the start of Project Reborn. During this month, a lot of things have already happened. We have tested ourselves to have a better idea of what we should improve. We have trained both on the pitch, in the gym, by ourselves and together with others. We have set our initial goals to better help guide us and keep us motivated heading into the future. And lastly, we have also partnered with Rise, who will play a major part now and in the future. Today, Project Reborn continues, which means more training, football and gym, updates about the future, and we'll keep answering more of your questions. And we're also delving into the future of football. So heading into the first exercise of the session, we have a high intensity change of direction course without the ball. Then we pick it up, go for a small cone weave, beat our defender 1v1, and then have a shot at goal. We can go either to the left or to the right. In the change of direction without the ball, I really focus on going at max intensity to get that adaptation that I want. Then once we pick up the ball, it's just about keeping the focus, first in the small cone weave with the small touches, then a longer touch past the defender to the inside or the outside, and then we have the finish at goal. I went for 2 sets of 3 repetitions, which is not a lot, but I wanted to, keep the focus up and not do a lot of repetitions, but do every repetitions with as much quality as possible. I really like this exercise because it incorporates a lot of the things that I need to work on as a footballer, like my change of direction, my speed without the ball, and then, keeping control through the cone weave, beating my defender, and then taking a shot on goal. A lot of the qualities that I need to use in a game. Then we head into the second exercise, and this one I wanted to get some max sprints in to try my top speed, and I did not go for a lot of repetitions. I only went for 3. You could imagine this: you have been down defending a corner, the goalkeeper picks the ball up, and you're sprinting forward for the counter attack. You pick up the ball, you head through on goal, and you have a finish. For the third exercise, I did a box control to finish or cross. So I juggle the ball a few times, I kick it up, then I control it, and then I take it towards this V where I head to the inside or the outside. So if I go to the inside, I have a shot. If I go to the outside, I have a cross. In this session, I purely went to the inside, but you have the option of going to the outside as well. And for the fourth and last exercise, I went for a 1v1 with quite low intensity. I like to start working at the highest intensity, and then as the session goes on, I lower the intensity, and here I focus more on, the technique of curling the ball into the far corner. Since I didn't answer any questions from the Q&A in the previous episode, I thought I'd make it up for you guys and answer 3 in this episode. And I will start with the first one. And it's not really a question, and he didn't even include the hashtag reborn, but I'll let it be for this time. The question or the comment is from Tariq Yama 7183, and he says, I thought weightlifting causes injuries, and he commented this on my latest gym video about how I train in the gym as a footballer. And I thought I really wanted to address this one because I feel like it's really important, because I think this is a common thing that players believe, that the gym and weightlifting, strength training, it can somehow be bad for you. And really, the gym is what prevents injuries, not what causes injuries. I mean, to put a disclaimer, weightlifting can cause injuries, but so can playing football or walking on the street, falling down. As long as you know how to do it, there really isn't any problems with it. So when you head into the gym or when you go for weightlifting, learn the movements from the ground up, watch videos, film yourself doing the movement, analyze it, do I do the same as the video shows, and then ask someone to look at your technique, because weightlifting and strength training is what builds up your muscles, and having a stronger muscles is a more resilient muscle to injury. So weightlifting doesn't cause injuries, it prevents injuries. I just wanted to address that, and I think it's really important. But now I'm head to the gym, do a gym session for the upper body, lighter work, kind of explosive, but very low volume. I got a training in the evening, and I don't want to be too tired for that. So for the warm-up, I always go for some biking first, and then I go into some dynamic stretching, some dynamic exercises. These ones were for the upper body, and since this was an upper body focused session, I spent some more time on these 3 to 4 upper body dynamic warm-up exercises. And then I go for some lower body as well. I like to get the whole body warmed up no matter what I do. So about 4 or 5 dynamic exercises for the lower body as well. So we did some inside thighs, groins, we did some hamstrings. Here we do some rotations. And then we go for the outside hip. This is a really good one that a lot of people neglect. Then some more hamstring work. Really important for me since I was injured in my hamstring a while back. And that one I like to do first both legs, and then I go for one at a time. And then we have the hip flexors here. Just some dynamic stretching, to get them warm to be ready for the session. And for the first exercise, we have the landmine super twist, I like to call it. I start by warming up the shoulders. This is just part of the movement, but I really want to get both of my shoulders warm in the push movement of it before I jump into the exercise and put on weights. And this is the exercise in itself, still in the warm-up phase. So you see you alternate between the hands, and you have a twist where you take the bar and then you push it, and all the power should come from your core and your hips as you rotate upwards. And then we get into the first working set. I put on a 10 kilo weight plate, and then I went for 6 reps on each side for 2 sets. This exercise is more of an advanced exercise, and it works your entire body, and your body needs to work in unison to be able to do this movement correctly. You can see sometimes I lack the balance, there's a few issues here and there, but I really try to put as much focus as possible into each and every rep. Then I headed into the second exercise, the landmine core rotations. Here I went for 5 reps on each side, so a total of 10 reps, and then I did that for 2 sets. The focus here is to let your core both prevent and create rotational force, which is a great quality to have out on the field. Then I finished off with a tri-set, just one set, where we do 3 exercises in a row without rest. So I did those ab rollouts that you saw there. Then another exercise focused on rotation in the core. And then I finished off with some push-ups. So I'd just like to provide an update on what's been going on over Yeah, the last couple of weeks, the last week. So as you saw in the last episode, I spoke with Joel at Rice, and that was obviously amazing news as I discussed. We have chatted back and forth, and the focus now is really to keep on planning so that we set ourselves up for the best possible chances of success. I've been doing more testing, I've done more physical tests to determine the programming going forward in 2024 in Project REBORN. I've done more psychological tests. So for example, I answered 168 different statements, and that provides us with a direction of where my head is at the moment and what we need to work on the psychological and the mental side of things moving forward. For the tactical side, we're soon about to do some analysis sessions from previous games that I played in the last year or the last couple of years. We'll see how many we do to get a gauge of what's my lowest level of performance, what's my highest level, what am I doing well, and what am I not doing well. So yeah, that's just what's been going on really, and I've just been, doing my own things for now. I try to work quite holistically right now so that I work on all different technical aspects of the game while I'm waiting for the programming that will be more, tailored to what I need to improve specifically. So a couple of episodes ago, I answered a question from Phoenix Mayor 25, and he asked, how should I train my speed of play and my decision making? I answered that question in that episode, but I also said that in a couple of episodes, I wanted to show you exactly how I intend to improve my decision making, my awareness and my vision now that I'm not playing in a team. Today I will reveal the exact tool that I will use during Project REBORN to help me improve in this area of the game. And that brings us to the future. So if you're completely new to what this is a virtual reality headset, or a VR headset for short. This is the MetaQuest 3, which is the latest and greatest from Meta. But more interesting is what it does and what I am intending to use this for. If you have never tried virtual reality, it's basically a virtual reality. You put on this headset and then you're transformed into another world basically. But how is this then related to football and awareness, vision, and decision making? I have been wanting to get a headset like this for years for one specific reason, and that is to be able to train my awareness, my vision, and my decision making without the need of a team around me. And how is this then gonna work? There is a company that I've followed for a while, for the last couple of years, and I've seen what they've done, and I've been really interested and excited to try it out. And about a month or so back, I managed to borrow one of these VR headsets from one of my friends at university. He was kind enough to lend me his headset, and I got to try this app, which I completely fell in love with, and it did exactly what I thought it would, and it was even better than I expected it to be. As soon as I tried it out, I contacted the company in question, and the company is BeYouBest. They have created this app where as soon as you put on the goggles, you start the app, you're transported onto a football field. You're literally on the football field with 21 other players around you, and the entire time on the field, your objective is to take decisions as fast and as consistent as possible. And that's exactly what you do in a game. But I wanted to show you the entire experience firsthand from the start, using this VR headset and using the BeYouBest app. So I will get these goggles on, I will jump into the first session, and you will be able to see everything that I see. So I will try to talk you through everything, what I see and all that, as well as I can, but I will be totally immersed in the BeYouBest app, so I won't see anything around me, but I will try my best to describe what I'm seeing. So you basically use these controllers to navigate through the entire headset. You can also use your hands, but I feel like the controls are better and you need the controls for the game. So here we are in the main menu, and here you can see the BeYouBest app. So if I launch that, what you can see here is the boundaries so that I don't run into my walls, which helps. So welcome to BeYouBest. How to get started. Go to BeYouBest.com on your phone to create your account. I've done that. Create an account, set up your sign-in details. I've done that. Choose a group subscription. Don't need to do that. Set up your group. Sign into the VR app. With your account created, you can jump into the VR experience and elevate your game. Because what's good, because I will show you the app later, but that adds even more to the app and to the overall functionality of the thing and being able to improve with it, but I'll show you that later. So I know I'll just enter my login details. So this is your main page. You have scenario training, you have match play, training history, and guides. But what I want to focus on first is the scenario training. So we head into that, see exactly what it's about. So if we head into practice, you can see scan rate, how often do I turn my hand, how often do I scan. My critical scan rate, that is the last scan before I actually receive the ball, the most important one, because that is the most fresh when receiving the ball to what your decision will be once you get it. Scan timing, how well do I time my scans. When the player touches the ball, I should look away, not when they get their head up and look for options. Then I shouldn't be looking away. I should be looking at the ball when they touch the ball. Decision is how good are my decisions. Awareness, how aware am I of my surroundings at all times. Then we have a rating. I can increase that. And you see here, I can't go higher than this because I haven't unlocked that level. So it adapts it to where I'm at the moment, and then as I progress over time, it keeps track of all these different stats, and I will see if I get better or not. Then I can change the game speed. I can go faster than 100%. I will keep it at 80 just for you to see, and we can go to 10 different scenarios before it stops and resets. And then I'm a forward, I'm an outside forward, so I will take this one. You can take goalkeeper, you can choose defensive positions, midfield positions, and forward positions. And then it will adapt that to your position on the field. And then we just start, and now we will head to the field, and you will see what it's like. So here it is, we're out on the field, look around. You can see the entire field. We should score where the red one shows, then we see the ball. We scan our surroundings. I'm playing as a right winger right now. We're the blue team. And now I should have scanned to see what shirts players were. I believe it was blue. Should be blue. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't do it on time. Was that a shot? Oh, I shot the ball. I forgot the controls. You pass with, you can see what you pass with and what you shoot with. Okay, now playing on the left. I got one fullback on the outside of me, and I did not scan this again. This is the worst. I'm really bad at this. Okay, I got it right, but it was more up. But now I see what pass I want to go for. Okay, I want to go for the shot. First post. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so we should score behind us, playing as a right winger this time. A fullback on me. See how it could be through on goal here. I got one player behind me, but I should be fine if I get the ball. Can I get it into one of my forwards? Yes, there. And he takes it through on goal. And as you see, the game moves quite a little slowly now, but you can improve that over time and adapt it to your own level. So now I'm playing more as a striker. See here. That player had the most space for me there, so that's why I decided to go for him. But everything, they keep track of all of this, so if my decision wasn't the best one, you will know that. Let's see, I don't have anyone around me. I would take this through on goal if I could. Maybe I should have played a fullback there. He came on the overlap. Play me through, no, okay. last one. So you see, you have to be careful with where you pass the ball. If you make the wrong decision, you will lose the ball. So it's kind of game realistic in that way. Okay, so now I move inside. I got someone on the outside. He's covered. See who I can play. Right, shoot. Yes. That was the right decision. Score there. Okay, so he's going to shoot over there. And you can train in different positions. That's what's nice about it as well. So we have possession of the ball. Let's see. I have a pretty good idea of where the players are. No. I thought. No, I didn't. You see? But this is what we need to improve. This is my biggest weakness, I feel. And then get it back. Okay. I would probably get that back in real life, but see if I can get the ball. Got the guy on the overlap. I got a guy on my back. Yes. Got the guy on the overlap. Get into the box. Pretty good. Good guy there. Oh. Turn and finish. So that was it. Back, and then you get a session results. That was amazing, it says, and this feedback is based on your previous scores. I got 50% scores, which was 6% down from what I usually get, which is not brilliant. I got 0.6 scans per second, which is not too well. You want to be above 1 scan a second. The top players are. Scan timing, you can see how well I timed my scans, 67%. Critical scans, 0.2. Decision, 45%. The awareness, 55.6. The session lasted for 3 minutes. But this is what you get, and like this on its own doesn't say very much. When you see these stats over time, that's when you can really see if you're making some progress, and this quantifies your awareness, your vision, and decision making, so you can actually see if you're getting better, and you should feel that out on the pitch as well. And as you can see, with a tool like this, I will be able to practice this area of the game on a daily basis, and there's no physical load on it. My body won't get tired of training this. It's only I train my brain. And this is scientifically proven to be able to help you, because what you see is what your brain interprets as reality. Even if it's virtual reality, your brain thinks it's actually happening. So when I put these goggles on, it's actually like my brain believes that I am on a football field and I have to take these decisions. So there is a scientific approach to all of this as well. So it's not something someone has just made up. This thing actually works and it's been proven to work. If you're able to, I highly suggest you to invest in something like a MetaQuest 3 or even a MetaQuest 2, because they're a lot cheaper at the moment and it will do the job just as well. But it is really an investment, and I really believe that virtual reality and mixed reality heading into the future will be game changers for future footballers. So if you're able to get into this now, I believe you will have a huge advantage. If I would have had access to something like this, like when I was 12, 13, I could just imagine where I would be right now. But I got it now and I'm really happy, and I will use this on a daily basis to help improve what is my biggest weakness as a footballer. If you have decided to invest in a VR headset and you want to get the BeYouBest app, you can use the code OSCAR20 to get 20% off either your first month or your first year of your BeYouBest subscription. As I said, I will now continue to use the VR headset and BeYouBest on a daily basis to help me improve in what is probably my biggest weakness as a footballer. As always, I will document everything and I will show you my progress throughout Project Reborn using the VR headset and using the BeYouBest app. The third and final question is from Rylan Fritz NN8DH, and he asks, how are you going to get a new club? To answer that, I'm happy to announce that I'm now officially signed to the Rise Football Agency. Rise will assist me not only in my development as a footballer, but they will also be a key figure in helping me find my next destination. Right now, I have no clue where I will end up, and I'm okay with that. I'm purely focused on the present moment, and as we venture deeper and deeper into the future, the pieces of the puzzle will slowly but surely fall into place. Rise will be there every step of the way to help me piece that puzzle together and to help me realize my full potential.